Live. We are live for another session of Sticks and Stones. Gonna paint some rocks. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. I've got my trusted paint markers. Friendly Rich here, and behind me an image of the Lollipop People. That's Matt Fong. Alex Meeks and Phil Miles over there. That's Phil, and we're about to release a new live record. Joseph from Burlington, yeah, Joseph. It's coming out April 16th, so look for it. We're announcing it here first, as we're getting ready here to paint a stone. I picked a good one from the crick earlier today, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that surrealism. Watch this. See if we can do that again. Oh look at this. Look at these effects. I don't even know how I'm doing it, but there it is. We dedicate this stone to the mystery of Matt Fong. Let's cut to this is a tuft. Took a little tuft of AstroTurf out. Ooh, nice sounds. Nice sounds. And I think I'm going to go with a little yellow base. We've got some nice requests in the comments. So if you do want to see us do anything in particular, we're going to get a yellow base going, and then we're going to start going with our... we're going to take requests. I'm thinking, yeah, Khalil, we could put a turd on there. You know, I was a little disappointed this week because I had done such a great job. I think you would concur on that last stone that we painted last week. And guess what happened to it? No, Susan, no. Someone took it, and I can't find it anymore. I placed it nicely right near the turd, as I do. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll see that. We're not liking the lighting on this. Hang on. Let's dick down the lighting, so that you don't get as much. There, now you're getting a nice hue on that. Listening to the Egg Circus theme from the 2007 release, The Friendly Rich Show, and I'm still running off of the fumes of the announcement that Randy Bachman's show has been canceled. Pappy is pleased, we'll just say that. So now, as we did last week, we're getting ready with our yellow base. Lots of curvatures, and it's more of a porous stone. I got it down near the rough part of the crick, which we're okay with. Now look at that nice tuft. We're gonna let that dry a little bit. Blow on the stone. It's good for it. Okay, blow on the stone. And we'll take some questions. See how you're all doing. That's right. The new record comes out April 16th. It's live. Michael, it's one of our latter live shows taken at the Cameron House. The Lollipop People. Philip Miles, Alex Meeks, Matt Fong, and that's me. And it's a beautiful recording coming out soon, and we're gonna release some videos that go along with it. Miss playing live, of course, but won't let that get us down. So we are logging here, and just before I apply another paint, I think we're going to try to do a little test pattern here, and we'll just test it out before we commit. And then I think I'm going to do in honor of Dimitri, we are going to do a turd. We will go for as brown a hue as we can get on that turd, but today we'll make it red. A nice red mound. and then back to the original color. We're Loggin. Okay, so that's our practice. Now let's go back to our log, which should be dry by now. And I'm just gonna get I think a nice brown for that log. So let's go with it. And I want you to be able to see this tufty so that you see what Pappy's doing and that you can emulate later. There we go. That's a nice mound. Now we're cooking with poops. And I'm gonna fill that right in, and the paint has dried up. You gotta let that Tosca paint dry up, or else you're in trouble. And you want to fill all the pores now. Now's your chance. You can make it a little more moundy if you like a solid poop. And if you want to leave a little bit of yellow in there, that will be fine, because that will be a little tip of the hat to Corntown, where the sun is always shining in Corntown, isn't it? Okay, so now Pappy's got that, and we got a little bit of poo in there. A little bit of poo, and we're gonna go with, I don't like that much corn. So I'm doing what we call a press technique to get that corn in there. So I'm happy with that stench. You can almost smell it. And now we're gonna do waves of stench. That's right, Larry. It's a stinky poil, and we're gonna go with a little fly. The way I like to do flies is a dot with a couple of ticky boos. Okay, so we're liking that. And now, I think, let's check back at HQ. And we're running this whole show through a Dell system. Hope everything is mixed just to your liking. We will fade out the Egg Circus theme. That was what we call a hard fade. Drop you right off the edge there. And let's check in with these two clowns for just a sec here while our poops are drying, okay?
He is troubled.
Well, you definitely got the in that last video, the speed, the push and pull. That's right, Cindy, and you definitely got the push and pull of live broadcast here. We're live at HQ, running it all through a Dell system. Friendly Rich here, waiting for our paint to dry on a beautiful stone, I must say. Just a beautiful stone. Before we get back to writing our catchphrase, nice logs, as we've been dropping these stones beside turds in my local neighborhood, let's check in and hear from my last release called A Muffled Snore, a new recording available on all the streaming platforms. This is The Dainty Dandies. Enjoy. We seem to run into a glitch with that tune. I don't know what it is, but let's cut to me live in my living room with an organ instead, see if that works.
Here we go! Sacred fruit of remembrance, sacred fruit of remembrance, unless we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred fruit of remembrance, sacred fruit of remembrance, sacred fruit of remembrance, lest we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred fruit of remembrance, sacred fruit of remembrance, sacred fruit of remembrance, lest we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred fruit of remembrance. you singing along at home live on Facebook? Sacred prune of remembrance. Sacred prune of remembrance. Just you. That's it. Lest we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred prune of remembrance. Sacred prune of remembrance. Sacred prune of remembrance. Lest we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred prune of remembrance. Sacred prune of remembrance. Sacred prune of remembrance. Lest we forget all the sacrifices made by the sacred prune of remembrance. Oh.
And there you have it. That was the Sacred Prune of Remembrance performed with the orchestrion from my living room. Thank you. And now we're back to our stone here on the tufted titmouse, one of my favorite birds, and we're going to write and hold the stone for accuracy, because this is where we want to get into that paddled strut and make sure that it is very legible for the user, which is anyone on the street who wants to enjoy the statement. Nice. You remember last week we did logs in a log lettering, but we don't want to repeat ourselves, so I don't know. Let's think of something a little different here. Ramona, yeah, that's a good idea. We could do that is a good idea. So logs will be done in what do they call that? A vertical strut. Nice. There's an L. Pappy drew an L. Nice logs. And we'll go in, yes, a vertical strut rather. And look at that. Look at that. The arrow points to logs. Ooh, Pappy ran out of space there. Often we run out of space if we're not planning. So I urge you to plan as I had done on the purple screen earlier. Does it look like my purple screen? Not at all, really. No, not at all. So you can have all the plan you want, but then when you get down to actually working with the rock, it's a whole different story. You know what I'm feeling inclined to do, though, is put a couple of little chocolate chips in that poo, because the dogs these days are eating a whole bunch of weird stuff, aren't they? You would agree there. And what I learned last week, which I really like, in honor of my circular tuft of grass here, I'm going to do some grass here. So little grassy bits. Little grass. What else does it need? We need to do that in pink. We're going to do our signature move here and fill in the lettering. And we'd like to go back while we're doing this to a muffled snore. So let me see if I can cue that video up again. Don't know why that didn't work the first time, but maybe it'll work now. And no, it's officially clogged. As I said earlier, Pappy, you need a plan, but then there's reality. So if you have any questions, let me know. You follow me on at Friendly Rich on Instagram. That's where I'm actually dropping these rocks in my neighborhood in the stories. And we're going to let that dry. Remember the date, April 16th, the new live record. This is the cover of part of the cover of the Lollipop People and I. Friendly Rich and the Lollipop People live at the Cameron House. Oh boy. Enjoy yourselves, everybody. Until next time. Goodbye. I love you. Nice logs.